Good morning. How are you doing? You having a good one? I hope so. Right. As you know, I dabble, if you want to put it that way, in. Let's just get this right. I dabble in cognitive abilities and brain waves and the spiritual side of life and how we function as human beings and what can affect us on a daily basis if we don't use certain methods and techniques to correct our way of thinking. And there are ways of doing this. There's something called natural synchronisation. It's kind of like, let's think. Oh, I know one that I saw this recently actually. This is natural synchronisation. You know the metronomes, tick tock, tick tock, you know, that the old musicians used to get the right beat. If you get 3 or 4 metronomes on a table, put, excuse me, something, I don't know, like something round, say like a tin of Coke or Pepsi, whatever drink, you know, just a roller basically. Place one at that end, place one at that end on a table, a flat surface, and put another flat piece of board or whatever you've got handy on that, you know, rolling platform, if you see what I'm trying to say, and put 3 or 4 metronomes, tick tock, on it. Hit them all, so they're not in sync, so they're rolling out of sync, you know, they're going tick tock, one's going tick tock, the other one's going tock tick, you see what I'm trying to say. You put them on the platform, all out of sync, and watch them slowly but surely, because of natural synchronisation that happens in life. This is what I'm trying to tell you, trying to explain to you. This happens with your brain as well. It happens, trust me. And eventually they will all tick tock together without you touching them physically. You know, that's got a rolling platform to see that in action. But that's kind of how life works as well. You've got to get into that natural synchronisation. There's so many instances of it. What was that bridge called? The Millennium Bridge. Remember the in London, the Millennium Bridge. Sorry, I've got a speech problem. The Millennium Bridge in London, that they actually shut down for a couple of years, and it cost them a couple of $1 million to fix, because people were walking across it, and when something's moving, what do? You probably don't realise you do it, but you do. You'll naturally, you know, your gait, your stance will spread. You know, you'll open your legs a bit more, and you'll try and counteract that movement. And that's kind of what happened with the, you know, natural synchronisation. That's kind of what happened with the Millennium Bridge. People were walking across it. It started going like that. You look at videos. I saw one. That's about 6 months ago now, 6, 7, 8 months ago, quite a while ago. But I did see a video about natural synchronisation, and that came up, and I thought, yeah, let's use that as an example while I'm talking to you guys. You look at that video, and people walking across it, at first they're all walking differently, and all of a sudden, you can see them all doing it, going to natural synchronisation because of the sway of the bridge, which is why they shut it down, because you know, they had to change this, that and the other, because it was oscillating and vibrating, and it was causing it to swing, so people were naturally trying to, you know, balance themselves and do the natural thing that you do, like if you're on a boat, you know, it's swinging one way, you're going to go like that, aren't you, to stabilise yourself, natural synchronisation. So yeah, you look at that, and all of a sudden you see everyone all going like that, together, all stepping like that in time, which of course made the sway even worse, so the bloody bridge is going like this, and if they carried on, it would have collapsed, that to shut the thing down. Natural synchronisation. I'm telling you, it plays a big role in life. I've actually got a thing here that I want you to listen to. It's an AI who can say it a lot better than I can, and it's about your brain and getting your brain into natural synchronisation. Yeah, have a listen, because this will explain it in a much better way than I can. You know, I've got my head on this one, but you know, when you know about something, but you don't know it 100%, you're not Mr. fucking know-it-all, but you picked up on a few things, you're like, wow, yeah, this really does apply to life. You know, kind of like I said before about how whatever we do affects everyone in the universe. It's not just the planet Earth, mate. Everyone in the universe. When you do whatever you do, like lifting your remote control up or turning a page, whatever, any action, big, small, whatever, emotions, everything, or that whole kit and caboodle affects everyone else. Like I said before, the only way I can explain that is like you are a stone, you drop that stone in the pond and it ripples out, doesn't it? It's the same with the human brain, the human thought process. However we think, act, whatever we do, like they say, every action has an opposite reaction. It's a fact of life. You've got to get on this one, guys, because this is how you get your mind right, by having a understanding as much as you can, understand as a human being with our limited capacity, because we're all so cluttered with life and everything that's going on in life that we don't think about the things that really are important, that really change how we think and change how people are towards us and how we are towards them. It's about positive vibes, all that. That's why when you see me, you'll never see me say anything horrible to anyone on there. I've had a couple of thingies with a certain person who said that really got on my nerves, because I'm an animal lover, and you who know me know that I really am. I'm not just one of them. I really am an animal lover. And this chap said some terrible things, and I bit. And I shouldn't have done. I've learnt from that. I shouldn't have bit. And I didn't say anything nasty, but I was like, leave it out. You don't know what you're talking about. You're saying this, that and the other, and you don't know me. You don't know how I am as a human. You've no right to say that. I wanted to bite his head off, but rational, cognitive thinking, no, don't do that, because it's just not worth it. But you do, because there's some unpleasant people out there, and for one reason or the other, where's my water? One reason or another, they seem to enjoy saying horrible things to people. And why bother? If you've got nothing nice to say, then don't say nothing. Don't watch people's channels. If you don't enjoy it, don't watch it. No one's forcing you. So anyway, natural synchronisation. I'm going to play this for you. It's a few minutes long, but I'm telling you guys, it's so important in life to understand each little bit. Like how atoms and things work on a nano scale, like the double slit. If you don't know this one, I think I have mentioned it before. The double slit experiment, which is pretty much where you've got in nanos at atomic level being blasted through basically two slits on a piece of card or metal, whatever they use. And when they go through them slits, like with the Large Hadron Collider, at CERN, where they send particles, and they're trying to pretty much recreate a Big Bang. And by the way, what they're up to is not good. Just to sidetrack a little bit, you've heard of the Mandela effect, haven't you? How many people out there, this is a really good example, how many people out there remember we are the champions of the world? That group who sung that? I'm talking about, didn't you? Freddie Mercury, his group, Queen. You look on a lot of sites, we are the champions of the world. The of the world is gone. A lot of people say, no, it never existed. For those that are my age, you remember that song because you were always driving and you had the radio on the way to work, and you were listening to whatever came on the radio, and you remember that tune, don't you? And it does, doesn't it? It goes, we are the champions of the world. You look it up, like a lot of sites will say of the world, and a lot of people on other sites will say, no, that never existed. That's part of the Mandela effect. What I'm talking about is what CERN are doing. They're mucking about with space-time continuum, and they're doing things they shouldn't be doing. You need to look up a little bit about CERN. I'm not happy what they're doing. They're messing about with things that I know that they don't fully. They do understand a lot. Don't get me wrong, but they don't fully understand. They think and they know all this very clever, insightful, technical stuff that, they're on the ball with. I don't think they really fully understand what they're doing. Or do they? One of them, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, the Mandela effect. Look up that. And look up about CERN and their projects and what they're doing. They're not telling us the truth there. There's other things going on there. And I know they've mucked about the space-time continuum. Another one just popped in my head there. The Bernstein Bears. It's a children's book. I've never actually seen it. I've only seen it online. The Bernstein Bears. There's actually, again, loads of people will say, oh yeah, it's spelt that way, and other people say, no, it's spelt that way. Again, it's messed about with. There's so many different things. What's that peanut thing? There's so many I could tell you. Let's just start with the Mandela effect. Why it's called the Mandela effect? Because how many of you out there believe that Nelson Mandela was released from prison? Loads of you. I get, the same thing all the time. Loads of you believe he was released, wasn't he? And he lived, didn't he? And then there's a lot of people going, no, I saw it in the newspaper at the time. He died in prison. That's why they call it the Mandela effect, because Nelson Mandela, in so many people's minds, was he died in prison. And then in other people's minds, no, I saw the newspaper, he was released. Again, people at CERN, this is CERN, mucking about with the space-time continuum. So anyway, back to what I was saying. Natural, what's that there? Hold on, what is that there? Yeah, natural synchronisation plays a big role. So allow me to play this. If you've got the time, it's 5-10 minutes long, but please listen, because this will help you to have a bit of an understanding about your cognitive abilities and how things work, on par with what I've just been talking about. It's all part and parcel of the same thing, and it will help you to learn how to control your brain in the way that you can best control it via doing these techniques. Like I've said before, and I say it till I'm blue in the face, because it's a fact, mate. If you meditate and teach yourself how to calm your brain, get to alpha, you can get to theta and learn how to use abilities that you've all got, mate. You've all got them, mate. Some of you are more tuned in. It's like I always say the same thing. It's like we're radios, and some of us are more tuned into that station than others. Me being one, some other people I know on here, which are more tuned in than others. That's not a slate on anyone. That's just something that seems to happen naturally. It's a chemical imbalance or balance, or however you want to look at it. We all work on different frequencies, even though most of us are in what they call monkey minds. A bit insulting that phrase, isn't it? But that's what the psychologists call it. They call it monkey mind, beta. I've said this so many times. It's a fact, mate. You need to get out of beta. Trust me, you need to get out of beta. I like to be an alpha, which is where you're relaxed, you're calm, your cognitive abilities. I find it better for me, function well. But if you want to get, tap into your amazing genius that you've all got, and your clairaudience, clairvoyance, you've all got it, mate. I'm telling you, telekinesis, telepathic, we've all got it. It's just accessing it. It's getting your mind into that state, which is really difficult. Really difficult. Some people it can take years, but some of us, for some reason, what's you got now? For some reason, you're right, mate. For some reason, some of us are naturally tuned in without even trying. That's just part and parcel of it. But anyway, natural synchronisation, part of what I'm trying to impart and explain to you. This can say it a lot better. I've got it on AI. It can explain it a lot better than I can. So please take the time and listen. You ready?
It's common to hear the claim that we only use 10% of our brains.
We all know that.
However, this notion is far from accurate. The truth is that we have the potential to utilize 100% of our brain's capacity. This misconception likely emerged from a misunderstanding of brain structure. Early studies revealed that only 10% of the brain consists of neurons, while the remaining 90% was considered to be supporting or connective tissue called glial cells. Over time, our understanding of glial cells has evolved. Far from passive support, these cells are now recognized as active contributors to neural function. They can inhibit or activate neurons, connect with them, and control their activity. In essence, glial cells are like the modifiers in a sentence, enhancing the overall picture created by neurons. So, it's not just the neurons that matter. The glial cells play an equally crucial role in shaping brain function. In order to better understand how neurons and glial cells interact with each other, let's explore their unique roles within the brain. Neurons, often considered the brain's primary players, transmit information through electrical impulses. These impulses create the basis for thoughts, actions, and the intricate processes that define our cognition. However, the maintenance of neurons and their functionality, along with the intricate coordination of neural networks, falls into the capable hands of glial cells. Glial cells, initially perceived as mere support structures, have proven to be multifaceted players in neural function. They come in various types, each with specialized roles. Astrocytes, for instance, help maintain the chemical environment necessary for neurons to transmit signals efficiently. They also play a role in synapse formation, the crucial connections between neurons where information is exchanged. The synergy between neurons and glial cells is evident in their daily collaboration. Glial cells provide neurons with essential nutrients, remove waste products, and regulate the brain's extracellular environment. Also, they help refine the connections between neurons during development and learning through synaptic pruning. Neurons and glial cells form a dynamic duo, with each playing its unique role in maintaining the brain's health, plasticity, and overall functionality. Understanding the harmonious interaction between the right and left hemispheres of the brain is fundamental to unlocking the full potential of our minds. Our everyday lives are impacted by this intricate dance, which goes beyond theoretical concepts. The brain's hemispheres are responsible for different functions, and their cooperation brings about remarkable results. The left hemisphere of the brain is often associated with logical thinking, analytical reasoning, and attention to details. It excels in tasks that involve language processing, mathematical calculations, and problem solving. On the other hand, the right hemisphere tends to focus on holistic thinking, creativity, emotional processing, and spatial awareness. While these functions might seem distinct, the magic happens when both hemispheres collaborate seamlessly. One practical way to experience this synchronization is through the simple act of crossing your arms or legs. When you do so, you invite both hemispheres to work together in harmony. It's as if you're coaxing them into a collaborative dance.
Crazy, isn't it?
This cross-lateral movement, as it's called, encourages the brain to function as a whole, tapping into the strengths of both hemispheres simultaneously. It's like having access to a supercharged cognitive toolkit, where logic and creativity coexist, allowing for a more comprehensive approach to problem solving and learning. In this state, you can potentially process information more efficiently and gain a deeper understanding of complex concepts, all while enhancing your cognitive flexibility. The practical application of this knowledge lies in recognizing the advantages of hemispheric synchronization and using it intentionally to tap into your brain's full potential. Around the age of 7 or 8, most individuals start to express brain dominance, a phenomenon where one hemisphere of the brain temporarily takes the lead. This results in a dynamic shift throughout the day, akin to a waveform oscillating between left and right hemisphere dominance.
We get some more water.
During this daily waveform, the brain's activity is not fixed. Rather, it fluctuates. Sometimes we find ourselves immersed in left hemisphere dominance, characterized by logical thinking, analytical processing, and attention to details. At other times, we transition into right hemisphere dominance, which prioritizes holistic thinking, emotional processing, and creativity. As part of human cognition, this ebb and flow occurs naturally. However, this fluctuation between hemispheric dominance can pose challenges for holistic thinking and balanced decision-making. When stuck in one hemisphere, we may miss out on the broader perspective that arises from the cooperation of both hemispheres. It's essential to recognize these patterns and strive for a state of hemispheric synchronization, where both hemispheres collaborate seamlessly. By synchronizing our lives, we are able to live in a more harmonious and effective manner. Understanding the concept of brain synchronization is not merely an abstract idea. It offers tangible benefits that can be applied to improve your daily life. Let's explore some practical techniques and applications that you can incorporate into your routine to activate your entire mind and reap the rewards of hemispheric synchronization.
Enzo, please!
Mindful breathing and meditation. One powerful way to encourage brain synchronization is through mindfulness practices such as deep breathing and meditation. These techniques help calm the mind, reducing stress and anxiety. When your brain is in a relaxed state, it becomes more receptive to hemispheric cooperation.
Told ya.
Start by setting aside a few minutes each day to focus on your breath, inhaling deeply through your nose and exhaling through your mouth. An environment conducive to whole brain engagement can be created with this simple practice. Cross-lateral movements. As previously mentioned, cross-lateral movements, such as crossing your arms or legs, can foster hemispheric synchronization.
Sounds silly, doesn't it? It's not.
Incorporate these movements into your daily routine, even if it's as straightforward as crossing your legs while sitting or changing the hand you use to perform everyday tasks like brushing your teeth or stirring your coffee. These small adjustments can make a significant difference in promoting whole brain activity. Creative pursuits. Engaging in creative activities is another effective way to synchronize your brain hemispheres. Whether you enjoy painting, playing a musical instrument, or writing, creative endeavors stimulate both logical and emotional centers of your brain. They encourage the two hemispheres to collaborate and can lead to moments of insight and inspiration.
By the way, if you want to get on a certain vibrational level and you're meditating, whatever, having the right sound at the right frequencies while you're doing said activity can really aid you in getting to that mindset. I.e., things like listening to hand pans or, anything like flutes and stuff like that. Tribal music. There's so many. Like tooth and throat singing, as you know. Well, I think I told you. Can you please stop it now, mate? He's on it all the time. I do tooth and throat singing because I'm aware of vibrations and how they affect your surroundings and your inner self. So I do what they call tooth and throat singing, which is pretty much where because I'm trying to help my mind and my body to vibrate a certain frequency to get into the mind state I'm trying to get to. So if you are meditating and you're trying to get to that mindset, music is a massive aid, vibrational sounds and all that. So yeah, it will aid you if you listen to the right kind of music or something like that, tooth and throat singing, where there's a lot of vibrational waves involved, which helps you get to that mindset. It really does help, so bear that in mind.
Dedicate time to these activities regularly, allowing your mind to explore its full creative potential.
You know how clever you are.
Brain training
and how weird
exercises.
The universe is.
Various brain training exercises and games are designed to enhance cognitive function and stimulate both hemispheres. Puzzle solving, memory games, and strategic board games like chess or Sudoku challenge your brain to think critically and creatively.
It's almost like tricking yourself.
Incorporating these practical applications into your daily life can lead to a more harmonious, effective, and fulfilling existence. Whether you're looking to manage stress, boost cognitive abilities, enhance creativity, or improve emotional well-being. Brain synchronization offers a versatile toolkit. By staying conscious of your cognitive states and making intentional efforts to engage both hemispheres, you unlock the full potential of your mind, paving the way for personal growth and a more enriched life experience.
See, they can say it a lot better than I can. I couldn't have said that in words, but you will. I know you will understand that. Those who are intelligent, rational, thinkers that are going through whatever, because we're all going through something in life. Listen to this. If you have to listen to it a couple of 3 times, then do so, because I'm telling you, this will aid you. It will help you to get your cognitive thinking in the right lane, as I say in my mind, and get in that right lane and drive correctly instead of going through life like that, powerfully aware on it, nearly done.
Most profound aspects of brain synchronization is its potential to liberate us from the constraints of habitual patterns. Many of us find ourselves stuck in repetitive behaviors and thought processes that limit our creativity and personal growth. This pattern repetition often leads to the underutilization of our brain's capacity. However, understanding the power of brain synchronization allows us to break free from this cycle. We repetitively activate.
You give it a rest. Oi, get down, he's got a cat that goes there. He goes, mate. Oh, good grief. You're going to break something. Can you please behave yourself? Stop it. It's just that idiot. Get down. Good boy. Sorry about that. I'm going to hit him up. Sorry about that. Right. Anyway, you get the picture, you get the idea. Get your brain into the right lane with cognitive synchronization. Get on it, get into it. Good luck, God bless. Give it a go. See you soon.